Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of how to use ChatGPT to revise for your exams, no matter what subject or what level. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use flashcards through ChatGPT to automate the whole process and make revision as simple and as personalized as it can be. So let's get started. So I've already made a prompt for this, which I'm going to copy and paste in now, and I'm going to talk you through exactly how it works. So let's copy this in here. So as usual, I'm using GCSE English Language as my trial here, but you can put anything in here that you're studying, and it should automatically translate that for you into what you need. So I'll just show you what I've done again here. If you're, say, doing biology, you might like to split these up into, various elements of the biology mark scheme, which of course you can download. If you're doing literature, you can go and ask it to do flashcards based on one of the texts, like Inspector Calls. If you're doing history, you can get it to, do it on various historical periods that you're focused on, no matter what. So I said task focusing on the key skills of identification, analysis, evaluation, and comparison found in GCSE English Language exams with a focus on how it's applied to non-fiction extracts. Create 10 pieces of information that will fit on flashcards. And I've said do include easy to understand definitions which stretch and challenge goals aimed at improving grade 3s to grade 5s and grade 5s to grade 8s. Include similes and metaphors in order to help explain things. Now this bit here, by the way, do this no matter what, because often I find that explaining a concept in an exam that you're struggling is as something else by comparing it to mundane things is really, really good. So I've said comparing those in order to help explain things where you can, use bold and italic text, making meaning clear. List each flashcard 1 to 10. Now you don't want to forget that because it needs to be easy to recall that. Usual don't includes of American English, British English only. Information related to any other qualification. Hard focus on GCSE English Language only, please. Make sure that is replaced with whatever subject you are studying, okay? I've said avoid overly verbose answers. We don't want it to bombard us with too much terminology. But I've said do ensure key criteria and subject terminology is present, okay? I am a GCSE, so the context, I'm a GCSE English Language student, which of course you'll replace with whatever you need, who struggles to know how to revise and to keep information clear in my head. I get anxious in exams and I find organising my thoughts difficult. As we approach the exam season, I'm actually hearing more and more that people are struggling to keep themselves grounded, and it's important that you tell ChatGPT this so it doesn't overwhelm you. So we're going to press enter and we're going to see what it produces. ChatGPT lately is actually getting a lot faster. I don't know if anyone's noticed. So we're no longer having to hang around for minutes at a time. So let's read as it goes. So it gives you once again identification. What is it? Exam tips. I like how it's pairing them together here actually, and it's using lots of ideas. Analysis. What is it? How to set it up together. Evaluation. You'll notice here it's using frameworks. Make sure you tell it your own framework if you think that's valuable. And again, look at it, it's doing some great pieces together and everything here is useful. So we're now going to move on to the second stage. For the second stage, okay, we're now going to ask for a second set of 10. Okay, so we're going to paste this answer here. So I'm going to say, this is great, thank you. Could you please make another set of 10, this time focused on language and structure techniques, which of course are a really key part of GCSE English Language. And you'll know, depending on what exam board you're on and what subject you're studying, what the important things are. Or at least I hope so by now. If not, ask your teacher or tutor, and I'm sure they'll happily give you a list. So I've said, yeah, please give me those, how they interact with each other, label these A to J. And why I've done that is because I don't want 1 to 10 to come up anymore. I want to make these distinct. So I'm press enter on that as well. And what I've even done is I've said feel free to search the web for additional support. Now you can actually do this as much as you like. It doesn't affect anything and it's sometimes worth doing. So it's made some great flashcards. Here we go. Brilliant stuff. We love this stuff here. Okay. There we go. Very useful. It's even giving you some goals. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and create some visual flashcards. And I'm going to start with G, which is a rhetorical question. So here we go, watch this. So say, can we now make some visual flashcards with your image generator? Let's do a test and start with G. I should be able to print this onto a small landscape flashcard. Press enter. And if you haven't used ChatGPT's image generator before, it's brilliant. You do get limited generations per day, but they do refresh every day, so you can come back and make those changes when you need to. So let's see what it does. Now, with these images, it does take a little while for them to generate, and sometimes the generation can be wrong. So it's important that you do read these over as many times as you can, but it is getting smarter and smarter every week, so you shouldn't see too much error come up in these things. It's also worth noting, that you can copy and paste these into other documents like Canva or Word to make them easier to move around if that's what you want to do. And it all gets saved to your ChatGPT account as well. So it's always worth checking in your ChatGPT account for the old stuff. So here we go now, and you'll notice what it does. It always loads in the first bit. It's not getting stuck. Don't refresh the page. Just give it time, okay, to do its thing. Otherwise, it might crash and then it's no good. You can do this on the app as well on your phone, so it's nice and easy. So there we go. So it's turned G, rhetorical question, into a very, very, very simple flashcard. If we go back and look at G, you'll see that it's kind of just it's done the majority of it. It's simplified it. It's spelled things right. There's nothing wrong here. That's great, and I can just click download there. So let's say I want to make one now for your phone, because what's really great is having like a separate album on your phone for flashcards. So you can literally revise on the go. You don't have to carry loads of paper around with you, and it's just there to flick through. So what I'm going to do for this one is I'm now just going to ask it to make a portrait size one that'll fit on my phone screen. Use flashcard turn. I'm actually going to add into here from the first set. So if we go back and look at this, we're giving it a trial now, see if it works. Build a strong paragraph. I don't like that one actually. Let's do something much more useful. Let's do evaluation sentence starters. Now that's a really good one. We'll take that. So let's go to flashcard 6 and see what it does. But I'm going to add another one. Make it visually appealing. And let's think of a theme. What do we want to do? Theme of sunrises for images. And let's see what it does. It's always fun to give it those extra little challenges. Sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does. So it's always important to check over when it's done. So it's going to do its thing again, and it's going to try and generate the image. And you can scroll up when we're doing that. And it might be an idea to start queuing these up as well, working out which ones you want to do. And you could just copy these as well to as flashcards. It doesn't matter too much. But why do the extra work when the computer can do it for you, and you can spend that time more valuably on revising? It's worth noting as well that with the exams coming up really, really soon, you don't want to overwhelm yourself. And this is part of that strategy of not overwhelming yourself. So if you're feeling overwhelmed at any point, just relax, just chill out, take a few breaths, and focus on what you can do next. Don't look up and think I can climb the whole mountain in one go. Look at that 5 feet in front of you and go up in steps, and you're going to do fine. It's really important to stay grounded, stay balanced. Otherwise, you can you can get overstressed. Okay, so it's generating here now. Back to the image, of course, and look at it. It's adding little images in there, nice and colourful, nice and pretty. We like that. There we go. It's even done a little metaphor for you at the end. Perfect. And you would just click there to download. You can even right-click, copy image. If you're on a mobile telephone, I sound old there, but there you go. If you're on a smartphone, I should say, just hold down on the image. It should give you an option to copy. It will then flash a bit, come up with that, or you can download it straight and it's there for you. So there we go. What have we learned today? So I've taught you how to develop flashcards. I've told you how to modify them to make them printable and to adjust them for whatever style you're interested in. So get generating those flashcards, put your notes in there if you want to, make it easy on yourself, customize as much as you can. And don't forget, with exams coming up, this is the time to start revising if you haven't already. And also don't forget, learn to use AI, or AI will learn to use